Hi, I'm Julie with Habibi Bears, and today I'm going to talk to you about those first 24 hours when you bring your puppy home. Okay, let's get started. This is a really big event for you and your family, and you probably have a little bit of concerns. Maybe you're worried, maybe you're excited, and a little bit of both. So remember, your puppy is also excited and a little nervous and feeling all those feelings as well. And they're also a baby. So we want to make sure that that puppy feels safe, feels secure, and knows that it can trust you. Before we get into a lot of training with your puppy, the most important step first is just to establish that bond. And how we do that is by forming a healthy attachment for the puppy. And that would be through meeting all of their needs. When the puppy first joins your home, remember they're leaving their home, they're leaving the nest, and they feel like a fish out of water. So having a pen available and set up ahead of time will really help them adjust to your home. Getting to know you and seeing that all their needs are met. So you want to meet those needs before they actually happen. If the puppy feels thirsty, if the puppy feels hungry, and there's always food and water available for him, he's going to settle in so much faster than if he's going without and he's afraid. He's not going to know if he can really trust you as the person to provide those basic needs for him. Plastic crate like this that I can carry around from room to room to do the crate training with. Now we start out really simple with our puppies and we just sit it next to us. So I'd be sitting on the couch, watching TV, reading a book, working on the computer, and the puppy is literally right next to me on the couch. When I go to the office, I bring it with me and carry it around. These are really handy. For your more stationary crates, I love the wire crates. We have those that we set up and we use those for our crate training for our dogs as well because they do fold down, great for traveling. So take that crate with you everywhere, and after a couple of days, you'll notice that the puppy's starting to get used to things. And how do you know your puppy's getting used to the crate? Well, maybe if you were watching a movie or sitting there reading the newspaper, by the time you hit about midway, that puppy fell asleep in the crate. Great, you have made some progress with the crate training. Good job. So then just continue. Now, incidentally, in our program that comes with all of our trained puppies, we have all these flow charts that go along and help you through the process. So it's going to be very easy for you to look at the flow chart, see where you're at and what your next step is, and that comes with our trained Habibi Bears. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is management. Management means just using crates, using pens, and baby gates to manage the puppy's area. And the reason we do this is we want to set them up for success. We want to prevent any unwanted behaviors from happening, and most importantly, prevent any bad habits from developing. If we can manage their area and give them a small space to master, they're going to have more of an opportunity to get it right than to get it wrong. So pick a room, the room that's going to be the door that goes out to where the puppy goes potty. We call this the potty spot. That's the room you want to start with for your puppy. I recommend where you have a sliding glass door going out to your backyard. If you live in an apartment, then maybe your potty spot is out on a balcony. Set the pen right next to that door. So when it's time to take the puppy out to go potty, you have a very simple route to the potty door, and the puppy can master that route in its very small space and make a successful association. If you give them too much space too soon, access to your entire home, that puppy's going to get lost. It could be at the other end of the house, needs to go potty. It's not going to even remember how to get to the potty door, and it's going to have an accident. So small spaces, let the puppy master a small space at a time and then expand it as you have progress. So the next thing we want to talk about is introductions and new people and all of these things that we want to do with the puppy. We want to show them off, but let's keep it really simple and slow on that first week. Keep the puppy home, just like bringing home your human baby, and just get to know you and your family. Want to make sure that the puppy is feeling comfortable in its new environment, and a lot of times they aren't because they don't know you. One of the things you can do with your family is sit in a circle and have the puppy just sit down, each of you in a circle, and just as the puppy comes up to you, pet it and then let it go. We call it catch and release. Instead of doing a lot of grabbing for the puppy, just sit down and allow puppy to come to you naturally. Watch your puppy's body language. If your puppy is feeling a little nervous, that's not a good time to be picking them up. Many puppies do this dodge where they dodge away from us because we're grabbing them. Because if you think about it, they're this small little puppy on the ground and we're a looming person picking up to grab them, and it's kind of scary to them. So get down at their level and let them come to you instead of grabbing at them. Watch their body language, as I mentioned. There's things to look for. Whale eyes, that's really wide eyes, a lick, a yawn, ears back. stiffness in the body. These are all signs that your puppy's very uncomfortable, and stop what you're doing. One of the things that we like to focus on with our puppies is consent. We give the dog the opportunity to opt out of any kind of interaction. So when it is time to introduce your dog to new people, just as a general rule of thumb, have everybody ignore the puppy and allow the puppy to come up to them on their own. Instead of doing, a lot of people think just leaning over, putting your hand out, these are the things that you would do to get the dog to say hi. Well, those actually in the dog's mind could mean that they're about to be hunted, because in the dog world, direct eye contact, looming over them like this looks a little bit aggressive. So we don't do that with the puppies, and we allow them to come to the people when they feel comfortable, and you'll find you'll have a very confident puppy that doesn't get maxed out and over threshold. The other thing to remember is puppies sleep a lot, and they're going to be sleeping up to 18 hours a day at this age. So that means they need a lot of rest and a lot of downtime. And as much as we want to hold them and snuggle them all day long, they do need that time to rest. So that's where your crate's going to come in handy. Another thing is snuggle puppies are really great. We sell these. They have a heartbeat inside, and when you get them from us, they'll smell like their litter and their mom, and then you can put that in the crate or in the pen with them as part of helping them adjust into being alone. And as far as scheduling goes, our puppies all come with a schedule, but as a general rule of thumb, for very young puppies, they're going to need to go potty about every 20 to 30 minutes. So if you look at an hour, you could work with them having downtime in the crate for about 45 minutes. And then when they get up and out, you make your run out to the potty door. We're gonna have that routine for you in our program, so you know exactly what to do. And then after the puppy's gone potty and had something to drink, something to eat, then they can play for about 15 minutes and then right back again. So it's just a 1 hour cycle. And it does seem like they're going potty a million times a day in the beginning, and they kind of are, but it gets better. The more that they develop their bladder control, and they'll be able to hold it longer, and then those potty times are less. But the main reason we're doing this is just to establish the routine. Even if they don't go potty when you take them out, it's still a success because you're showing them the route, and we're just doing a repetitive process. It helps build neural pathways in their brains, and it creates a really great routine for your puppy. And eventually when they know it and they feel confident, then they'll start alerting you they need to go out. Let's recap. Keep all activity pretty calm in your home. Use your crate, carry it with you everywhere, and have your family sit around and let the puppy come to you. I want you to focus on your bond before anything else. Don't worry about training. Don't worry about tricks and sits and downs. Your puppy's probably going to offer some of those for you, but try to get out of the mindset of, okay, we're going to train, we're going to do all these things, because first the puppy needs to know you and to know that all of its needs are met, and then it's going to want to do those things for you. But many people make the mistake of thinking their dog is like a robot or a trained monkey, and you're just going to make them do all these things for you and perform when they don't know you. And we want to build and establish this lovely relationship where the dog wants to do these things with you because it's a relationship. So let's get that relationship started, build that bond in that first 24 hours. It's amazing when you're meeting all those needs, how that puppy will attach to you immediately. And nighttime comes. Personally, for myself, I want the puppy to feel good, and I just bring the crate with me. I'll even put it on the bed, right next to the bed, and dangle your fingers in and just let them know they're okay and they're safe. That's the best way to really help your puppy have a wonderful first start. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out. Good luck with your puppy.